नमस्सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य मार्च मासस्य 25 दिनाङ्के कृदन्तवर्गस्य द्वितीयं पाठम् आरभामहे। अद्य वयं ल्युट् प्रत्ययस्य रूपाणि तेषां प्रयोगाणां च अभ्यासं कुर्मः। आदौ मङ्गलश्लोकः। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो। आदौ गतवर्गे अधीतस्य भागस्य किञ्चित् पुनरावर्तनं कुर्मः। पदं संस्कृते सर्वाणि पदानि विभक्तुं शक्यानि। पदे भागद्वयं भवति, प्रकृतिः तथा प्रत्ययः इति। पदं द्विविधमेव संस्कृते। एकं तिङन्तम् अथवा क्रियापदम्, अपरं सुबन्तम् अथवा नामपदम् इत्युच्यते। तत्र तिङन्ते प्रकृतिः धातुः, प्रत्ययः तिङ्, अत एव तिङ् अन्तम् इति तस्य नाम। एवमेव सुबन्ते प्रकृतिः प्रातिपदिकं, प्रत्ययः सुप्, सुप् अन्तं सुबन्तम्. So there are only two kinds of words in Sanskrit. So they are either tingantas. So all words are either tingantas or subantas. So in every tinganta you can break it to find a root part called the dhatu, and there is a pratyaya part which is called the ting. Similarly in subanta there is a root portion called the pratipadikam and a pratyaya portion called the sup. Okay. अतः तिङन्तं सुबन्तम् इति पदद्वयं। धातुः भवति, प्रातिपदिकं भवति, एतौ प्रकृति। धातोः तिङ् प्रत्ययस्य योजनेन तिङन्तं भवति। एवं प्रातिपदिकात् सुप्रत्ययस्य योजनेन सुबन्तं भवति इति दृष्टम्। But these are not independent streams. परस्परं परिवर्तनं भवति। यथा धातुना पुनः धातुः भवति, सुबन्तात् धातुः भवति इत्यादि दृष्टम्। अस्माकम् इष्टं परिवर्तनं तु धातोः प्रातिपदिकस्य निर्माणं। यदा धातोः कृत् इति प्रत्ययः योज्यते तदा धातुः प्रातिपदिकं भवति। Okay. So this is a simplistic diagram. We saw the detailed thing where there are other conversions like a dhatu getting converted to dhatu, or subanta getting to dhatu, subanta getting to pratipadika, etc. But the main conversion that we are interested in is a dhatu being converted to a pratipadika by the addition of pratyayas known as krit pratyayas. एते कृत् प्रत्ययाः अत्यन्तं मुख्याः, यतोहि प्रायेण सर्वाणि प्रातिपदिकानि, बहूनि प्रातिपदिकानि धातोरेव निष्पन्नानि. So a majority of the pratipadicas in Samskrita are derived from dhatus using these krit pratyayas. So that is why the study of kridantas is very important. So kridantaha एतदपि दृष्टं। धातुः भवति, धातोः कृत् इति प्रत्ययाः योज्यन्ते तदा कृदन्तं भवति, किन्तु एतत् प्रातिपदिकम् एव. So you cannot use kridantas as it is. Okay, kridantas are not ready to be used yet. एतेभ्यः कृदन्तेभ्यः सुप् प्रत्ययस्य योजनेन यदा सुबन्तं भवति तदेव उपयोक्तुं शक्यते. So once you have the Kridanta form, so you still have to convert it to a Subanta and then use it. So all Kridantas end up being Subantas or Namapadas. Sarvanyapi Kridantani Subanta Rupenaiva Prayoge Drishyante. So when you're using them, they are as Subantas. Okay. So Kridantaha Krit nama kim? Krit iti pratyayah. So it is a name given to a set of suffixes. कति प्रत्ययाः सन्ति प्रायः शतोत्तरं 40 प्रत्ययाः. So it's just an approximate. The exact number is not required to be known. It does not matter. Santi tavantah iti jnatavayam. So not all are general pratyayas. Some of them are general. That is, they can be added to all dhatus. So you find them very frequently. Some of them are very specific. They are added only to particular dhatus in particular meanings. So they are rare. अतः केचन सामान्याः प्रत्ययाः केचन विशेषाः प्रत्ययाः भवन्ति. कुत्र भवन्ति? धातोः परतः. सर्वे कृत् प्रत्ययाः धातोः योज्यन्ते. अतः धातुः कृत् प्रत्ययः इत्येव क्रमः. किमर्थं कृत् प्रत्ययाः योज्यन्ते इति चेत् विशिष्टस्य अर्थस्य बोधनार्थं, टु कन्वे ए स्पेसिफिक् मीनिंग. कृत् प्रत्ययैः बहुविधाः अर्थाः बोध्यन्ते. कर्ता, the doer or the agent of an action, karma, object, karanam, the instrument, kriya, kriyam eva bodhayanti, kalaha, the tense, paunah punyam, so repetition of an action, vidhi, the injunction to do something, evam bahuvidhaः विशिष्टाः अर्थाः कृत् प्रत्ययैः बोध्यन्ते. तस्य तस्य प्रत्ययस्य अध्ययने तस्य प्रत्ययस्य कः अर्थः इत्यपि ज्ञातव्यः. एते कीदृशं शब्दं जनयन्ति? प्रातिपदिकं जनयन्ति. सो यदा कृत् प्रत्ययः योज्यते तदा अस्माकं प्रातिपदिकं लभ्यते इत्येवं दृष्टवन्तः. तत्र प्रथमः प्रत्ययः अस्माभिः दृष्टः ल्युट् इति प्रत्ययः. अयमंशः मया पूर्वमपि ईमेल द्वारा सूचितः. गतवर्गे अनवधानेन मया ण्वुल् इति कथितं. वस्तुतः सः प्रत्ययः ल्युट् इति. तत्र बहूनि रूपाणि अस्माभिः दृष्टानि, यथा गमनं, पठनं, जननं, मरणं, तरणं, करणं. एते सर्वेपि ल्युट् प्रत्ययान्ताः कृदन्ताः शब्दाः. तत्र सर्वत्र यत्र यत्र अयं प्रत्ययः भवति तत्र अन्ते अनम् अथवा अणम् इति श्रूयते. अनम् 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 एवम् अणम् 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 इति श्रूयते. अयं भावार्थकः प्रत्ययः इत्युच्यते, अर्थात् क्रियां बोधयति. So this pratyaya is a general pratyaya which is used in the sense of action, kriya. So gamanam is going, pathanam reading, jananam being born, maranam dying, taranam swimming, karanam doing. Ityevam kriyam bodhayati ayam pratyayah. So the easy way of identifying this pratyaya is by looking at the anam or anam at the end of it. Okay. So remember, that is only a identification feature. Not everywhere where you have ana or ana is lut, but this is one of the common features. Okay. So etavat paryantam gatavarge adhitam. Yadi prashnaah santi. So if you have any questions or doubts regarding the previous class, please ask. And there is one thing I just wanted to mention about the questions. Since this is a fairly diverse group, so there are people with different levels of understanding and knowledge. So, and the questions which arise are also in different levels. Okay. So some of the questions which are not directly related or which are advanced, much more advanced than what we are studying right now, might be difficult for those who are rather at a beginning level. So what we will do is, anywhere. I mean, you can ask questions even if it seems slightly advanced or out of what I have covered, but whatever is directly relevant to what I'm teaching right now, I will take in between the classes. So if there are questions which are out of what it is directly being told here, then we will take them at the end of the class so that others can choose to skip it if they don't want to get confused. Okay. So yes, Rao Mahodaya, do you have a question?
संस्कृतभाषे वक्तुं प्रयत्नं करोमि यदि अशुद्धम् अस्ति चेत् क्षम्यताम्
चिन्ता नास्ति वदतु भाषणेनैव भाषा शुध्यति
भवान् उक्तवन्तः गतवर्गे दिट्ट इति एकं केवल प्रातिपदिकम् अस्ति किन्तु तस्य अर्थं नास्ति इति भवान् उक्तवान्
भवती उक्तवती वदतु
सारी भवती उक्तवती किन्तु अष्टाध्याये एकं सूत्रमस्ति अर्थवत् अधातुरप्रत्ययः प्रातिपदिकं यदि अर्थं नास्ति चेत् दित्त पदं कथं प्रातिपदिकं भवति
अर्थः नास्ति इति न स्पष्टम् अवगतं प्रश्नः अवगतः यथा मया उक्तम् अस्य प्रश्नस्य उत्तरम् अन्ते कथयिष्यामि यतोहि अत्र तथा न उच्यते अर्थः नास्ति इति न प्रकृतिप्रत्ययविभागः नास्ति इत्येव अन्ते अस्य प्रश्नस्य उत्तरं कथयिष्यामि फैन् मोस्ट्लि फैन् केचन भवन्ति चिन्ता नास्ति
थैंक यू वेरी मच
Hema, I think you have to unmute yourself to speak.
नमस्ते जी श्रूयते वा
श्रूयते
गतवर्गे प्रकृति प्रत्ययम् इति डिविजन्स् अस्ति एकस्मिन् पदे इति उक्तवती खलु प्रथमं वयम् एकवारं प्रकृति प्रत्यय इति विभज्य भागद्वयं लभ्यते तदनन्तरमपि फर्दर् डिविजन्स् इति लभ्यते इति उक्तवती
सत्यं
यदि वयं एकवारं विभागं कृत्वा पुनः विभागं कर्तुं शक्यते तत्र कथं प्रकृति इति वक्तुम् अर्हति
तस्य रूपस्य का प्रकृतिः प्रकृति just means a source so at any level if as long as you are able to divide the word you can have something which is a source word and what is called a pratyaya. See, prakriti is not defined by as in there is no list of prakritis, there is a specific list of pratyayas. So you can keep on adding a series of pratyayas to get a bigger and bigger word as we saw. So everywhere prakriti is just a term which we mean to convey the other part. Actually, it's only the pratyaya which is the technical term. Prakriti is anything to which we add a pratyaya. That's it.
So even if we are going to separate one pratyaya and the remaining part has got another pratyaya, that is still called as prakriti when it comes to the first level of division.
Yes, yes.
Okay, ji. Dhanyawadaha.
Shobha, you have a question?
नमस्ते महोदय गत सप्ताहे भवती उक्तवती तद्धितान्त सुबन्तेन प्राप्यते इति तद्धितान्त परन्तु उदाहरणार्थं दशरथ इति प्रातिपदिकेन सह अण् प्रत्ययं योजयामः चेत् दाशरथिः इति भवति खलु अथवा
तत्र वस्तुतः दशरथस्य
सुबन्तेन सह न
आमामां दशरथस्य इति षष्ठ्यन्तेनैव प्रत्यययोजनम् इति सिद्धान्तः दशरथस्य अपत्यम् इत्यर्थे दशरथस्य इति षष्ठ्यन्तं यत् सुबन्तं तस्मात् प्रत्ययः क्रियते तत्र प्रत्ययस्य लोपः भवति इति तु सत्यं किन्तु
अतः सुबन्तेन वयं तद्धितान्तं प्राप्नुमः इति
सत्यम्
अतः भवति
सुबन्तात् तद्धितोत्पत्तिः इत्येव सिद्धान्तः So I request again, so if the questions are not directly relevant to the Kridantas or this ones, let us take them at the end so that others can be, because I did receive quite a few people who were worried that they would not understand it because the scope was going too much out of stuff. So if it is directly relevant, we will take it now or in between class. If it is something extra you want to know, we can and we will spend time on it at the end. Okay. So now, does anybody have direct questions on Kridantas with what we did or Lyut till what we have done so far? Please raise your hands, otherwise we will start. Swaminathan Mahoday.
I'm not that advanced like our other students. I'm going to ask you a question in English.
Yes, please.
First of all, I thought this is the first class, so probably I missed the first class. This is the second class.
Yes.
Our introduction, the introduction is great.
The first class is available in our portal, so the recording you can listen to it and access it. Yeah.
Again, I learned Sanskrit when I was a little boy. Now I'm trying to learn more, and I'm trying to also speak. People speak really well.
Yeah.
The introduction is good. My question is this. Just like in maths, it's like a set of objects become a set, right? So you take, you set a Prakriti is the source. So the source can be Dhatu or it could be Subanta, right?
Dhatu or Pratipadika, yeah.
Then you can add a Pratyaya to it, so you get a Subanta. Then you can add another Pratyaya, so you keep on adding one after the other. So is there a rule that tells you what kind of, are there any rules saying these Pratyayas are allowed, these are not?
Sorry, I'm not able to hear you. I couldn't get the last point. Is there a rule which says?
What is the rule for combining Pratyaya? One Pratyaya with the other Pratyaya. Essentially, you can have a noun, anam, and then some other Pratyaya, so they can form like a complex. Does it make sense?
I'm very sorry, the audio is not at all clear. I'm not able to make out what you're saying. Maybe you can just type in that question and ask, because I'm not able to make out the words.
Okay, in the interest of time, I'll send you an email.
Sure, please. Yeah.
I'm trying to relate that. It's so the logic is defined in all languages, and Sanskrit is one of the fascinating things. And then
Okay, the last question, I'm sorry, before we start, because we've taken, is Sheshapriya.
Namaste, madam. Actually, I have a doubt. Like you said, these pratyayas cannot be used directly, right? Like gamanam, patanam, jananam. But then we use it directly also.
Gamana, the Lyudanta here is only Gamana. So we will see that in the next class. So Gamanam is already the ready-made Subanta. I have already added the Subanta because right now it is difficult. Because you cannot use it at all without the sup. Okay. So this what we are seeing now, Gamanam, Pathanam, etc. They are all the Subanta forms already. Okay, Prathama Vibhakti or Dvitiya Vibhakti. So what is the actual thing we will see. Okay. So okay, so we will start today's class. I'll take the remaining questions later. So the first practice, abhyasaha, abhyasenaiva arambham kurmah, atra kachit kriya drishyate chitra rupena, tasya lyudanta rupam vaktavyam, yatha idam kim iti. So those who want to volunteer, please raise your hands. I'll unmute you. हरमन्दर सिंह महोदय.
धावनं
हा धावनम् इदं धावनम्.
पठनं
पठनं सम्यक् पठनं.
खादनं
खादनं सम्यक् खादनम्. अंजना
लिखनं
लेखनं.
रोदनं
रोदनं सम्यक्. गायति लिडन्तं किं गायति सः गायति अतः गानम्. नेक्स्ट गीता रामचन्द्र.
नटनं
नटनम् अथवा नर्तनं.
नर्तनं पिबनं
पानं
पानं
पिबति पानं.
पानं चिन्तनं
परस्परं भाषणं मया उक्तं क्षम्यतां सम्भाषणं.
सम्भाषणम् ओके
सम्भाषणं. नेक्स्ट मैथिली
हसनं
हसनं सम्यक् हसनं.
ध्यानं
ध्यानम् उत्तमम्.
शयनं
शयनं सम्यक्. अत्र ल्युडन्तानि रूपाणि क्रियां बोधयन्ति. ओके सो अत्र प्रश्नः गानं गायनम् इति न भवति गानम् इति भवति. तत् पश्यामः. so तद्य विषये जानीमः. so we will know more about how to derive these words. so अत्र इतोपि कानिचन पदानि जानीमः. ल्युडन्तानां षोडशोपचारपूजा इति अस्माभिः क्रियते किल. यदा भगवतः पूजा क्रियते तत्र षोडश अङ्गानि भवन्ति. so when we are worshipping the Lord, so we have 16 steps. okay so they are all different actions. किं किं भवति षोडशोपचारे. ध्यानं ध्यानं to meditate. we meditate on the Lord. आदौ भगवतः ध्यानं क्रियते. आवाहनम् आवाहनं so we bring in the Lord into the bimba, the image or kalasha or whatever is the object of worship. Avahanam. Asanam. Asanam is sitting. Ataha tasya asana pradhanam. Actually we are giving him asana or a seat. Padya pradhanam. So padyam padasya kshalanartham jalam. Pada prakshalanartham jalam. So jalasya pradhanam. So giving water for washing the feet. Arghya pradhanam. Arghyam hasta prakshalanartham jalam arghyam ityuchyate. Ataha arghyasya pradhanam. So giving arghya is arghya pradhanam. So achamaniya pradhanam. So achamaniyam patum jalam achamaniyam ityuchyate. So achamaniya pradhanam. So atra padyam arghyam achamaniyam ityapi kridantaha, but there are different kridantas. We will see those. So these kriyas are lut, what we are seeing now. Snanam. Snanam, we know, bathing. Vastra dharanam. So cloths, giving cloths for wearing. Dharanam is to make him wear, this. Offering to the Lord. So vastra, yajnopavita dharanam. So offering the upavita. Gandha lepanam. So lepanam is to anoint with gandha, to paste with gandha, a fragrant or a scent. Pushparchanam. Pushpaihi archanam. So worshipping with flowers. Dhuparadhanam. Aradhanam. Again worshipping with dhupa. Dhupa is the agarbatti or the scented smoke. Deepa darshanam. So showing the deepa. Nivedanam. Nivedanam is offering, what we give as the naivedya, also known as nivedanam, is the action of offering food especially. Nirajanam. So nirajanam, the arati that we do is nirajanam, nirajayati. So it is a specific term which is used for that. Prarthanam is praying. So atra ete shodasha upacharaha ityuchyante. So there might be slight variations in this list. Okay, so when I found there are slight variations, but generally anything, my point is all these are actions. Ataha sarvatra lyut pratyayena etesham kathanam bhavati ityeva mama kathanasya ashayah. Astu prathamaha prashnaha lyut pratyayasya vishaye. So we are going more into the forms. Kutra anam iti bhavati, kutra anam iti bhavati iti prathamaha prashnaha. Yatohi sarvatra bhavati. Yatha keshuchit rupeshu anam iti drishyate. Gamanam, pathanam, lekhanam, bhojanam, kridanam, darshanam. Sarvatra anam ityasti nakaraha shruyate. Kintu anyeshu rupeshu nakaraha shruyate. Karanam, krayanam, haranam, peshanam, grahanam, karshanam. Atra sarvatra nakaraha shruyate. Pratyayah tu sa eva lyu iti tasya ana ityeva bhavet. Kintu kadachit nakaraha shruyate. Kutra bhavati iti janimaha. Sarala rupena. So etattu naktvam ityuchyate. So in grammatical parlance this is called naktva. So where nakara, original nakara is converted to nakara. So etattu atraiva asya jnanam bahu upayogi. So knowing a general rule for natva is very useful in many contexts. Okay, say for example we need the tritiya vibhakti forms. So there is gajena and there is ramena, or napumsakalinga there is phalani and there is paradani, that there also you have na, or other cases. So where you have the nakara. So wherever you have this na and na, so there is a general rule which is useful. There are specific rules, there are exceptions. So we will see only the general rule. Okay, for 90% of cases this rule will work. Kutra bhavati natvam. Nakarat purvam rephaha rikaraha shakaro va asti chet natvam bhavati. So the first general rule is if nakara is preceded by repha, r ityasya rephaha iti nama. So samanyataha varnanam kara iti yojyate. Akaraha, ikaraha, kakaraha iti. Rakarasya rephaha ityapi upayujyate. Rakaraha ityapi vaktum shakyam. Kintu samanyataha rephaha ityuchyate. Ataha nakarat purvam rephaha rikaraha shakaro va asti chet natvam bhavati. Yatha taranam peshanam ityasti. Atra na asti tatah purvam ra. Atra na asti tatah purvam sha. Atra ekamuchyate. Atra r a n ityeva asti. Madhye akaraha api asti. Kintu natvasya vishaye Swaranam chintanam napekshitam. You don't need to worry about the vowels there. You only need to concentrate on the consonants. So swaraha na badhakaha. So swara will not obstruct natva. So I'm talking only about the consonants. So nakaraha asti nakarat purvam rephaha. अथवा नकारः तस्मात् पूर्वं षकारः तदा किं भवति णत्वं भवति तरणं पेषणम् अयं प्रथमः नियमः so first thing you should look for 3 letters repha rikara or shakara which comes before the na so if you have that if you have it directly preceding the nakara okay forgetting the swaras so then you have natva ayam prathamah niyamah dvitiyah niyamah madhye kadachit kim bhavati रेफः अस्ति कृ इत्यत्र रेफः नकारः एवं बृंहनम् अत्र ऋकारः अस्ति नकारः अत्र षकारः अस्ति क्षेपणम् इत्यत्र क ष षकारः नकारः मध्ये अन्यानि व्यञ्जनानि भवन्ति तदा किं भवति द्रष्टव्यं यदि इदं व्यञ्जनम् एतेषु एकं कवर्गः पवर्गः अथवा ह य व र तदा णत्वं भवति so if there are any letters in between if repha rakara shakara is not directly before the nakara but you have some letters some other consonants in between so if the consonants belong to one of these kavarga ka kha ga ghanga pavarga pa pha ba bha ma ha ya va ra okay if it is one of these then we will still have natva yatha krayanam ityatra yakarah asti ya is here brumhanam ityatra hakarah asti which is here kshepanam ityatra pakarah pavargah so atra sarvatrapi natvam bhavati krayanam brumhanam kshepanam okay so repah rikarah shakarah bhavet so everywhere you need this is the first thing required so if it is directly before the nakara if this is the first vyanjana before nakara then you will have natva so if there are other vyanjanas in between if they belong to one of these kavarga pavarga or hayavara then also we have nakara tarhi kutra natvam na bhavati yadi anyani vyanjanani santi so if there is any other consonant intervening between the repha shakara rakara and nakara madhye anyat kimapi vyanjanam asti chet any one a single vyanjana which is not belonging to that set tatra natvam na bhavati yatha grathanam tatra repha asti nakarah madhye thakarah so tha does not belong to set kavarge pavarge nasti hayavara nasti ataha atra natvam na bhavati archanam archana rephasya nakarasya madhye chakarah so not kavarga not pavarga not hayavara so that is all you need to remember kavarga pavarga hayavara so tadasti chet natvam bhavati tadbhinnam kimapi asti chet natvam na bhavati grunjanam so rikarah asti nakarah asti kintu madhye nya ja do not belong to that set kshalanam so sh asti na asti kintu madhye lakarah so we only saw ha ya va ra so lakarah asti chet natvam na bhavati ratanam repah nakarah madhye takarah so not kavarga not pavarga atah natvam na bhavati क्रीडनम रेफः नकारः मध्ये डकारः so da is not kavarga pavarga so you will not get it मूर्छनम अत्रापि रेफः नकारः मध्ये चकार छकारौ अतः न भवति क्रोशनम so अत्र रेफस्य नकारस्य मध्ये शकारः so अतः अन्यत् किमपि व्यञ्जनम् अस्ति चेत् so kavargah pavargah hayavara एतद् विहाय अन्यत् किमपि व्यञ्जनम् अस्ति चेत् णत्वं न भवति. Okay, so that is the rule for natva. So nimittam kim bhavati, the main cause is repha, rikara or shakara. So either directly before na or with some intervening vyanjanas. So these are the allowed vyanjanas in between kavargaha, pavargaha, haya, vara. So anything else there is no natva. Okay, ayameva niyamaha. सर्वत्र भवति णत्वस्य, यथा रामेण इत्यत्रापि तथैव र अस्ति न अस्ति मध्ये मकारः, मकारः पवर्गे अस्ति अतः णत्वं भवति. किन्तु कृष्णेन इत्यस्ति, कृ ऋकारः अस्ति किन्तु मध्ये षकारः णकारः अस्ति अतः अथवा षकारः अस्ति मध्ये णकारः अस्ति अतः कृष्णे न इत्येव भवति. एवमेव अन्यत्र कर्णेन ऋण न अतः द्वितीयस्य नकारस्य णत्वं न भवति. सो सर्वत्र नकारे अयं नियमः सामान्यः. Remember, I am not saying this is the only rule for natva. This is the most general rule. That's all. Okay. So there are other rules for natva. For simple cases, this rule will hold. अतः इदानीं किं कुर्मः? उचितं रूपं चिनुत. अत्र सर्वत्र रूपद्वयं भवति. तेषु किम् उचितं, which is the correct form इति चेतव्यम्. ततः पूर्वं प्रश्नाः सन्ति चेत् पृच्छन्तु. Directly relevant to this, which is natva. Okay, natva only in the cases which I have told. Okay, so प्रश्नः अस्ति चेत् पृच्छतु. अनन्तरम् अभ्यासं कुर्मः. श्रीधर महोदय.
नमस्ते महोदय.
हाँ, वदतु. प्रश्नः अस्ति वा अथवा उत्तरदानार्थं हस्तः उन्नीतः?
प्रश्नः नास्ति.
अस्तु, चिन्ता नास्ति. तर्हि न वदतु तर्हि. क्षरणं क्षरणं किम् उचितम्?
क्षकारः अस्ति द्वितीयपदं समीचीनं.
क्षरणम्. अत्र षकारः अस्ति, रेफः अपि अस्ति, रेफः अपि निमित्तम्, अतः क्षरणं णत्वं भवति. बिकास् न इस् इमीडियेट्लि प्रिसीडेड् बै र. क्षरणम्.
चकार प्रथमपदमेव समीचीनं.
प्रथमं गर्जनं, यतोहि मध्ये जकारः अस्ति. ग ऋ ज न. ज does not belong to the set kavarga, pavarga or hayavara. अतः गर्जनम् इत्येव शुद्धम्. अस्तु, धन्यवादाः. So others. सुजाता दर्भा महोदय. वर्धनं वर्धनम्. न श्रूयते सुजाता महोदय. Maybe your microphone is not working. I cannot hear you. राधा.
वर्धनं प्रथमं.
वर्धनं प्रथमं, यतोहि मध्ये धकारः अस्ति. वर्धनं. So dhakara does not belong to that set. Okay.
रङ्घणं द्वितीयं.
रङ्घणम्. अत्र रेफस्य नकारस्य मध्ये ङ घ. Both of them belong to kavarga. कवर्गस्य वर्णौ, अतः रङ्घणम्. Okay. Next, wait. अग्रे Dhanya.
नमस्ते मम पुत्रः वदति सः षष्ठकक्षायां पठति सः अपि शृणोति
सम्यक् वदतु
क्रन्दनं
क्रन्दनम् उत्तमम् सो क्रन्दनं मध्ये द अस्ति अतः णत्वं न भवति
रिङ्गणं
रिङ्गणम् उत्तमम् सो अत्र ङकारः गकारः उभयमपि कवर्गस्य अतः णत्वं भवति सम्यक् हिमांशु महोदय
स्पर्धनं
स्पर्धनं बिकास् आफ् द धकार धकारः अस्ति अतः णत्वं न भवति
क्षोभनं क्षोभनं प्रथमं पदं
which varga pavarga
pavarga
yes so it does not prevent shobhanam
yeah
because bhakara is pavarga we still have natva
yes you can memorize at kum num vyayati as you like but you have to put it into practice sorry
yes so next Lalita Singh you have to unmute yourself will have a microphone symbol you have to click on it to unmute yourself
is that
vadatu kurdanam because there is a dakara
yes
ग्रथनम् अत्रापि थकारः अस्ति अतः णत्वं न भवति नेक्स्ट सुभाष
रिङ्गणम् इत्यस्य अर्थं किं भवति
गतिः गमनम् इत्येव अर्थः
गमनं धन्यवाद
you want to try this varshanam varshanam
varshanam
dvitiyam varshanam because sha na okay so directly अत्र दृम्हनं दृम्हणं द्वितीयं यतोहि अत्र मध्ये हकारः अस्ति अतः णत्वं भवति ओके ओके एवं कुत्र णत्वं भवति कुत्र णत्वं भवति इति अस्माभिः ज्ञातम् ओके सो in general if there is repa shakara or rakara and nakara and the intervening consonants if any belong to kavarga pavarga or hayavara then we will have natva otherwise we will not have natva so sarvatra yatra yatra idanim bhedah drishyate tatra chintaniyam kimartham natvam asti athava nasti okay so any questions or difficulties directly related to this natva what we did right now any doubts so atra kechana vadanti there is a break in voice I think that could be possibly due to internet connection speeds at your end sometimes unless everybody is having a problem sometimes the internet connectivity speed will affect the transcription, but otherwise I think it should be fine. Okay. So we will proceed, I think, if, okay, so there seem to be, yes, Malakondaya Mahodaya. You should unmute yourself if you have a question. प्रश्नः अस्ति वा?
सुप्रभातं महोदय।
वदतु।
रामान् पदस्य नक्तं किमर्थं न भवति?
पदान्ते नकारः अस्ति चेत् नत्वं न भवति. So if nakara is the last letter of the word, it will not be converted to nakara.
तत्र नकारं हल् एव अच्छि न इति अन् प्लस् आ नास्ति रामान्
तत्तु रामान्
न is there if an plus a is there it will come or not?
It will. So only if it is the final letter of the word. Padasya antimaha varnaha nakaraschet natvam na bhavati.
Kevalam hal.
Yes. See, always it is hal. I mean, hal and ach are separate. Here I ignored the ach only to reduce complication. That's all. But the sutra actually considers ach also. So always we take the hals and ach separately as letters. They are separate always. Atah antimaha varnaha nakaraschet natvam na bhavati ityeva. Okay. Okay, so next, Kumar Shankar.
What is the meaning of, good morning. What is the meaning of the word Yajñopavita?
Okay.
So remember it came in one of the examples.
Yajñopavita is the sacred thread which we wear. That is called
Upavita. That Upavita. That's what I don't know. How does it become? It's a Kriya Padam, is it not?
Upavita. So it is a Kridanta. So we will see that when we come to that Kridanta maybe. It's not lut. Okay. Upavita is not lut. It is a Kta Pratyaya. So we will take it later because it's not directly here. So okay, any other questions? Surya Narayana Mahodaya, you have to unmute yourself.
Namaskara.
Yeah.
कृदन्त सम्बन्धित प्रश्न पृच्छन् अनुमति अस्ति वा?
If it is directly relevant, yes, now or else later. Yeah. Vadit.
Varnanam or varnanam.
Okay, very relevant.
Samichi.
Varnanam va iti. Tatra you have varnanam, the first na, because there is an intervening na between the ra and na. So since it is not kavarga, pavarga or hayavara, it is only na, varnanam ityeva, natu varnanam.
Oh. Antima varnam na iti chet antima varnam varna madhye antima varnam na iti chet.
No, tatha not for that reason. So I don't have this. You have va, rna and na. So atra kim asti, ra asti, na
नास्ति
न
अन्तिमवर्णः
अत्र मध्ये अयं नकारः अस्ति रेफः नकारः मध्ये नकारः अस्ति so this nakara does not belong to kavarga pavarga or hayavara atah asya णत्वं न भवति so if the intervening vyanjan न भवति अतः वर्णनम् इत्येव रूपम्
नम्
वर्णनम् इत्येव
धन्यवादः
अस्तु okay the last question for now Varadan Mahoday प्रश्नः अस्ति वा वरदन् महोदय प्रश्नः अस्ति वा नास्ति अस्तु so we will move ahead ल्युट् प्रत्ययान्तस्य रूपाणि so how do we get the forms of ल्युट् प्रत्यय from the धातु कथं भवति वस्तुतः ल्युट् प्रत्ययः अत्यन्तं सुलभः प्रत्ययः it is one of the easier pratyayas because for most of the dhatus प्रायेण धातोः अन इत्यस्य योजनेन रूपं सिद्ध्यति यथा पठ पठनं वच वचनं नम नमनं वन्द वन्दनं चिन्त चिन्तनं दा दानं ज्ञा ज्ञानम् ईक्ष ईक्षणं so अत्र षकारः अस्ति अतः णत्वं किन्तु ईक्ष अन ईक्षणं कूर्द अन कूर्दनं याच अन याचनं so सर्वत्र यः धातुः अस्ति धातोः अन इत्यस्य योजनेन प्रत्ययस्य रूपं सामान्यतः सिद्ध्यति so the general thing you don't have to do anything just add ana to the dhatu अत्र केचन प्रश्नाः सन्ति रिक्तं स्थानं पूरणीयम् सिंहस्य गम इत्यस्ति तस्य ल्युडन्तं रूपं वक्तव्यम् ये वक्तुम् इच्छन्ति हस्तम् उन्नयन्तु Vedadeshikan Mahodaya, you have to unmute yourself. You are muted.
Oh, okay. Gamanam.
Veda.
Simhasya Gamanam Sundaram.
Simhasya Gamanam Sundaram. The gate, the going, the action itself is beautiful. Simhasya Gamanam Sundaram. Vadatu.
Oh, okay. Another one? Okay.
Yeah.
अहं विद्यालये पठनं करोमि
पठनं करोमि सम्यक् अहं विद्यालये पठनं करोमि ऋचा तोमर ऋचा I can't. Can you see?
भवतः अर्चनं करणीयम्.
भगवतः अर्चनं करणीयम्. So archanam is worshipping. Agrimam.
मर्कटा कूर्दनं कुर्वन्ति.
सम्यक् मर्कटाः कूर्दनं कुर्वन्ति. Kurdanam is to jump, okay, jumping around. Kurdanam.
Vyagrasya garjanam bhayankaram.
Vyagrasya garjanam bhayankaram. Samyak. So garjanam. So garjanam ityatra madhye jakarah asti णत्वं न भवति. कूर्दनं दकारः अस्ति णत्वं न भवति okay द्वितीयः अभ्यासः अस्ति अत्र गणितस्य काश्चन क्रियाः उच्यन्ते तेषां ल्युडन्तं रूपं कथनीयम् रामप्रिया
आं महोदय
श्रूयते वा श्रूयते वदतु
गणनं
Gananam. So Gananam is counting. Sankala.
Sankalanam.
Sankalanam is addition.
Vyavakalanam.
Vyavakalanam is subtraction.
Gunanam.
Gunanam is multiplication.
Vibhajanam.
Vibhajanam is division. So these are common terms in maths for the various processes. Gananam, Sankalanam, Vyavakalanam, Gunanam, Vibhajanam. Okay. As you can see, some of these have upasargas. Yatha atra sam iti upasargaha, vi ava iti upasargaha, atrapi vi iti. But that does not change the lut. So you can add lut to simple dhatus or to dhatus with upasargas. Gamanam, agamanam, pratigamanam, anugamanam, sarvam samanam. So the upasarga will normally not change the form of the lyudanta. Okay. एवमेव अत्र काश्चन गतिक्रियाः different movements. Okay. अस्य रूपाणि वक्तव्यानि. All.
Okay. Gamanam. Chalanam. Dhavanam. Brahmanam. Natvam bhavati. Kampanam natvam bhavati.
Katham bhavati.
Oh, no. Nasty.
There is no nimitta.
Yeah. What am I thinking?
So there is no repha or shakara. There is no nimitta. Gamanam, chalanam, dhavanam, brahmanam, kampanam. Okay. So all these are different kinds of movement. Arthastu tatraiva dattaha asti. Okay. So there are kampanam, pa is there, but there is no repha or anything. I mean, see, the second step is seeing the letters. The first thing is to see if the nimitta is there. So the nimitta, the causal factor for natva is repha or shakara or rikara. Tadeva nasti atra. Rephaha, shakaraha, rikaro va nasti. So then, I mean, it doesn't matter what else is there. So we see what are the intervening letters if the nimitta is there. Okay. So atra kechana prashnaha santi. Is this pratyaya always vartamana kala? There is no kala in this. Okay, it just tells kriya. There is no reference to any kala. It could be any kala. So kalasya atra vivaksha nasti. So it tells just action without any kala associated with it. Okay. So gamanam asti, it is now. Gamanam bhavishyati, will go. Gamanam asit, was. Okay. So the pratyaya itself does not convey any kala. Okay. So there are some krit pratyayas which do convey tense. Example, gatavan. So ktavatu, the pratyaya itself conveys past tense, but in this pratyaya, lut pratyaye kalasya bodhaha na bhavati. So it does not differentiate between tenses. It is just kriya without reference to any this one. Okay. So okay, so there is still some confusion about natva. So there is makara, kavarga and pavarga. So kavarga and pavarga is the intervening letter between repha, shakara or rakara. Then only we have natva. Not if you just have kavarga or pavarga. Kavargaha pavargaha asti chet natvam iti na. Yatra rephaha nakaraha asti tatra madhye vidyamanam vyanjananam gananam. So let's go back to that slide just once. I want to clarify this. So so when I say madhye kavarga pavarga hayavara kayoh madhye iti chet, between the nakara and the nimitta, always this is essential. Etad vina repaha shrikaraha shakaraha bhavedeva tadvina natvam na bhavati. So if there is none of these, there is no natva. If it is there, etad asti chet, then again we have to think. Madhye vidyamanaha varnaha व्यञ्जनानि यदि एतेषु अन्तर्भवन्ति तर्हि णत्वं भवति, यदि अन्यानि व्यञ्जनानि तर्हि णत्वं न भवति, किन्तु सर्वत्र रेफः षकारः ऋकारो वा भवेत्, तदैव णत्वस्य सम्भवः. So even the possibility of natva is only when one of these letters is there. So when it is there, then we think, okay, should we do natva or not? Okay. Brahmanam. Brahmanam ityatra rephah asti. You have bhra, you have ra, and then ma, and then na. So between ra and na there is pavarga. So we have natva. So in kampanam you don't have repha or shakara or rikar. Okay. There is just one more question regarding natva. Could it be two or more consonants? It could be any number of consonants. If all those consonants belong to these, kavarga, pavarga, haya, vara, then we will have natva. If a single letter in between does not belong to these, then we will not have natva. Okay. Okay. So idanim agre gacchamaha. So as I said, these are the generally for lyut pratyayanta, you just add ana to the dhatu. Okay. But there are special cases where the forms are slightly different. Okay, tat pashyamaha. Yadi dhatuhu ikarantaha athava ikarantaha bhavati. Chi. So rupam bhavati chayanam. Okay, chi anam becomes chayanam. Smi smayanam. Ni nayanam. Shi shayanam. Di dayanam. Okay. So chayanam is to collect or to pluck. Smayanam, shming, hase, so to smile. Nayanam is to take or carry. Shayanam is to sleep. Dayanam is to fly. Okay. Ikarantaha ikarantaha bhavati chet ayanam iti bhavati. So chi chayanam, smi smayanam, ni nayanam, shi shayanam, di dayanam. एवमेव उकारान्तः अथवा उकारान्तः भवति चेत् अवनम् इति प्लु प्लवनम्, स्तु स्तवनम्, हु हवनम्, भू भवनम्, पू पवनम्. Okay. So plavanam is to jump, stavanam is to praise, stotram is stavanam, havanam, havan, homam, havanam. So havanam is to perform a sacrifice or a ritual. Okay. Bhavanam is just existence, being. Pu pavanam, pavanam is to clean or to purify something. Okay. So इकारान्ताः अथवा इकारान्तः धातुः चेत् अयनम् इति भवति. उकारान्तः उकारान्तो वा धातुश्चेत् अवनम् इति रूपं भवति. So there you cannot directly join this one. So there is a slight change which happens. Okay. So अत्र किञ्चित् अभ्यासं कुर्मः. रिक्तं स्थानं पूरयत इति. पुष्पाणाम् उद्यानात् पुष्पाणाम् आ नी इत्यस्ति उपसर्गः अस्ति नी इत्यस्य किं रूपम् इति वक्तव्यम् ज्योत्स्ना न श्रूयते
आनयनम्
आनयनम् सो आ इति उपसर्गः नयनम् सो आनयनम् उद्यानात् पुष्पाणाम् आनयनम् सो ब्रिंगिंग फ्लवर्स फ्रॉम द गार्डन उत्तमानां वस्त्राणां
विक्रयणम्
विक्रयणम् okay so kri is to buy vikri is to sell atah vikrayanam is selling so sale of good or nice cloths uttamanam vastranam vikrayanam so kri becomes krayanam Malakondaya Mahalaya you have to unmute yourself
Uddayanam.
Uddayanam. Sundaram Pakshinam Uddayanam. So Uddayanam is to fly or to take off.
Ashrayanam.
Ashrayanam. So Kartavyam Sanmargasya Ashrayanam. So Ashrayanam is to take refuge of or to take resort to good path. Ashrayanam. Okay. Slightly tricky one. E becomes no. E becomes what? Ayanam. E becomes ayanam. So ni becomes nayanam. So E becomes ayanam. Adhi ayanam. So end sandhi adhyayanam iti rupam. So that is adhyayanam is to studying. So adhi with the dhatu is E. So E becomes ayana. Adhi ayanam adhyayanam. So adhyayanam is studying. So ni nayanam, kri krayanam, di dayanam, shri shrayanam. So atra repah asti nakaraha madhye yakaraha. So we have natva ashrayanam, adi ayanam adhyayanam. So adhyayanam is the act of studying. Okay. So atra sanyojanam karaniyam. So there are a few things and a few actions. Lyudantam rupam uktva kim bhavati iti samyojanam karaniyam. Okay. Okay. Venkataraman Mahodaya.
सुप्रभातं महोदय
वदतु
वानराः स्तवनम्
No. Which among these for Vanaras? It is not in the correct order. You have to match the correct action to the Vanaras.
Jump. Plavanam.
Plavanam. Samyak. Vanaraha. Plavanam.
Devaha. Stavanam.
Stavanam. Devaha. Stu Stavanam.
Trunani. Lavanam.
Lavanam. So Lavanam is to cut.
Kalpashaha.
Kalmashaha. Kalmashaha is dirt or.
Kalmashaha. Anubhavanam.
What do we do with dirt? Kalmasha is dirt or something impure, impurity.
Then in this case, Kalmashaha. Pavanam.
pavanam, so cleaning or purifying.
Sukham, anubhavam.
Anubhavanam, so experience sukha. So plavanam, stavanam, lavanam, pavanam, anubhavanam. So ukaranta we hear it as avanam, ikarantas we hear it as ayanam. Okay. So now this is at the end. Ante ikaraha ukaraha va asti chet kim rupam bhavati iti drashtam. Idanim upantye, the last but one letter. Okay. So if it is hrasva ikara, for example likh, so last letter is k, so before that we have e, so likh becomes lekhanam, so the e changes to a. Kship becomes kshepanam. Mil, melanam. Chid, chedanam. Pish, peshanam. Yatra hrasvaha ikaraha upantyaha. So not the last but first one letter is e. Okay, the short e, then it becomes a. Okay, so lekhanam, kshepanam, melanam, chedanam, peshanam. Similarly, yadi hrasvaha ukaraha upantyaha asti, so if the last but one letter is u, it becomes o. Okay, mud becomes modanam. Sphotanam, sput, sphotanam. Ghush, ghoshanam. Rud, rodanam. Yuj, yojanam. Okay. So lekhanam, writing. Kshepanam is throwing. Kshipati is to throw. Melanam is to meet. Chedanam, to cut. Peshanam is to pound. Okay. So in Tamil we call it arakyardu. So peshanam, pishta peshanam, to grind to a flour or to a paste. Okay, grinding is peshanam. Modanam is happiness, to rejoice. Sphotanam, to burst. Ghoshanam, to announce. Rodanam, crying. Yojanam, joining. Okay, so ikara asti chet a bhavati, ukara asti chet o bhavati. Okay. So pathasya riktam sthalam puraniyam. Satish Mahoday, Satish Kothari.
अत्र ल्युट् प्रत्ययेन ल्युट् प्रत्ययं योजे तस्य अनन्तरं यानि पदानि लभ्यन्ते तानि सर्वाणि नपुंसकलिङ्गानि वा?
आम्, सत्यम्। अग्रिमवर्गे पश्यामः, नपुंसकलिङ्गान्येव।
अस्तु, धन्यवादः।
एतद् वदति वा पाठस्य?
लेखनं।
लेखनं, पाठस्य लेखनं। वृक्षस्य
छेदनं।
छेदनं, सम्यक्, धन्यवादाः। हरीश महोदय।
मित्राणां मेलनं।
मेलनं, so meeting of friends.
वर्णस्य लेपनं।
वर्णस्य लेपनं, so painting or coloring. Okay. So lepana is to what do you call it? I'm not getting the word for it. It's painting. Okay, so that is smearing or anointing anything is called lepanam. Okay. So next, who has not tried yet? Ramesh Vijay Raghavan
जलस्य सेचनम.
सेचनम, जलस्य सेचनम. So sprinkling water.
मिष्टस्य भजनम.
मिष्टस्य भुज इत्यस्ति.
मिष्टस्य
U becomes O.
मिष्टस्य भोजनम.
Bhojanam. Mishtam is sweet, so bhojanam is eating sweets. Mishtasya bhojanam. So next, Rao Mahodaya Mangipuri.
शिशोः पोषणं.
Poshanam. Poshanam is nourishing or taking care of the child. Shishohu poshanam. So because of the sha we have nakara.
फलानां त्रोटनं.
Trotanam. So trotanam is plucking or cutting of fruits. So trotanam. So atra repah asti किन्तु मध्ये टकारः अस्ति अतः णत्वं न भवति. त्रोटनम्. Okay. So Raj
श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. पाठस्य बोधनम.
Bodhanam. So bodhanam is teaching a lesson. Budh bodhanam.
यानस्य नोदनम.
Nodanam. So yanasya nodanam. So nodanam is to push. So push a vehicle. Yanasya nodanam. So ukarantanam ukarantanam na yatra ukaraha upantyah varnah tatra o bhavati. Bhojanam. Bhuj bhojanam. Push poshanam. Trut trotanam. Budh bodhanam. Nud nodanam. So if it is ikara it becomes a. Likh lekhanam. Chid chedanam. Mil melanam. Lip lepanam. Sich sechanam. Okay. So this is the second variant in form. So the third variant so is rikara. If there is rikara, kim bhavati? Rikara. यदि ऋकारः अन्ते अस्ति, ऋकारः ऋकारो वा धातोः अन्ते अस्ति तर्हि अन सर्वत्र अर् इत्येव भवति ऋकारस्य. कृ करणं. So instead of r we hear ar. So कृ करणं. भृ भरणं. वृ वरणं. मृ मरणं. तृ तरणं. So ऋकारः ऋकारो वा अन्ते अस्ति चेत् अर् इति भवति. करणं भरणं वरणं मरणं तरणं. So सर्वत्र रेफः अस्ति इत्यतः णत्वं भवति. Karanam is doing. Bharanam is to bear or nourish something. Varanam is to choose. Maranam is to die. Taranam is to swim or cross over. Tadeva rikaraha upantyah. So even if it is not the end but just before the end, the last but one letter, tatrapi ar iti bhavati. Nrit nart. So nartanam. Vridh vardhanam. Bhrij bharjanam. Vrish varshanam. Trip tarpanam. So tatrapi ar rikarasya sthane ar iti bhavati. Nartanam dancing. Vardhanam growing. Bharjanam is frying. Fry, fry. To fry, say chips or vada or anything. So varshanam is raining. Tarpanam is pleasing or satisfying. That is why we give tarpana during Shraddha. For tarpanam means that which pleases. Tripti, that which causes satisfaction is tarpanam. So tarpanam is satisfaction. Okay. Evam rikarah asti chet rikarasya ar iti bhavati. अत्र एकः विशेषः मृज इति धातुः अस्ति. So there is rikara. So going by this, it should be marjanam. Kintu vastutah marjanam iti bhavati, marjanam iti na bhavati. So ekam vishesham rupam. Samanyatah upayogah bhavati. Marjanam is to wipe or to dust the floor. Cleaning is marjanam. Tatra marjanam iti natu marjanam iti smartavyam. So atra punaha ekah abhyasah. Sujata Shankar.
Samudraha taranam.
Samudraha. So taranam is crossing or swimming in the ocean. Tru taranam.
Hataha. Hataha avartanam.
Avartanam. So avrit. So we used this in the beginning. Punaravartanam. Punaha avartanam. So avartanam is to revise it. Okay. Avartanam.
Vastrani dharanam dharanam.
Dharanam. Vastrani dharanam is to wear clothes. Dharanam is to make somebody else wear clothes. Okay. So tatra pujayam vastra dharanam, because we are not wearing it ourselves, we are making the god, I mean giving it to the god for it. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Sajjanaha anukaranam.
Anukaranam is to follow or to imitate the path of sajjanas. Anukaranam. Anukru anukaranam. Next.
Shakani kartanam.
Kartanam. So to cut vegetables. Shakani kartanam. So taranam, avartanam, dharanam, anukaranam, kartanam. Ityevam lyut pratyayantasya rupani. Okay. Okay. So this is about the forms of lyut pratyaya. There's just one more set which I have missed. So if the dhatu is say aikaranta, a I o au, then it becomes akaranta actually. Okay. So like you have dhyai, it becomes dhyanam. So similarly gai, it becomes ganam. Okay. So that is one thing which we left. Maybe I'll include it in the next class. So when we do it in the next class, so there it is just the I becomes a, then you just have to join it. So dhyai, dhyanam, gai, ganam, and so on. There are a few such dhatus, not a lot. So these are the common dhatus. So idani vastutaha vyakarana ritya. So this is for those who have some introduction to Paninian grammar. So to just help easy remembrance. So if you don't understand this, don't worry. So this is not for all. Yadi kinchid jnanam asti. So I just want to make a point that vyakarana, the general impression is that learning vyakarana is difficult, or vyakarana makes language more difficult, or the rules more difficult. But the actual fact is vyakarana makes it easier to understand and to remember. Okay, the rules, say for example the natva which we saw. So instead of remembering it separately, as one of them mentioned, there is just the sutra says at ku pu ang num. So ku is kavarga, pu is pavarga. So at is a pratyahara. So if you just remember those three terms, at ku pu, your natva is done. What we did with that, all that. So rashabhyam nonaha. So there is repa or shakara, and then at ku pu. Okay, it is easier. Similarly, even here in knowing the forms, it is much easier if there is an introduction to Vyakarana. Okay, Vyakarana, I mean the Paninian sutras. So sutras, even though understanding sutras may be difficult initially, it is like maths. Okay, the thing is with maths, we learn it step by step. So initially we learn only say numbers, then we learn a single digit addition, then go to double digit addition, then move on to other processes. So once we slowly master those processes, the thing becomes easy. So whichever, whether you go to physics or chemistry or maths, you can apply them. So similarly with Vyakarana, the sutras, initially it will take some effort to understand the terms, to understand how sutras work. But once you understand it, it is much easier to remember rules with the help of sutras than through such random rules. Okay, so this is not, I mean, if you have not learned Paninian Vyakarana so far, it's perfectly fine. I'm just saying you should learn it sometime. So for those who have learned something, because I know there are several people here who know a bit of Vyakarana at least. So for them, just to put it in that way, in Paninian Vyakarana way, so that it is easier for remembering. So if you do not understand this, don't worry. This slide is not required. It is just a repetition of what we did so far. So how we do it? So it is just guna. Just remember, lyut is a pratyaya which allows guna, okay, which is a big thing. So guna is always for igantas, as we know. Ik is I, U, R, L. So yadi igantaha dhatavaha tarhi gunaha bhavati. Okay. So chi, chayanam. So if we know what is guna, it's easier. Guna is ikarasya ekaraha. So chi becomes che. Then you have ayadesha. So ay, chayanam. Ni, ne, nay, nayanam. Hu, ho, hav, havanam. Bhu, bho, bhav, bhavanam. Kr, guna for r is ar. So karanam. Tr, so guna is taranam. So all these is covered with the single step. Igantanam dhatunam gunaha bhavati. Okay. Similarly, laghu igupadhanam. Upadha. Upadha is the penultimate letter. So upadhayam laghu varnaha. Hrasvaha ikaraha ukaraha rikaro va asti chet tatrapi gunaha bhavati. So likh, lekhanam. E becomes a. Tud, todanam. Vrit, vartanam. So what we did with all these steps is only guna. Gunaha eva krataha nanyat kimapi karyam. Okay, so the only karya for lyut is guna. Since there is no nimitta for vriddhi or guna nishedha, so derivation of forms of lyut are very easy. So gunaha bhavati, gunaha, and these are also nothing specific. Sarvatrapi igantanam gunaha, laghu igupadhanam gunaha. So creed is ikara, it is not hrasva. So laghu upadha. So upadhayam hrasvaha ikaraha, hrasvaha ukaraha, hrasvaha rikaraha chedeva gunaha. Ante hrasvasyapi bhavati, dirghasyapi bhavati. Okay. So at the end of the dhatu, either I or E, hrasva or dirgha, the same. But in between, in the upadha, if it is hrasva, we have A. If it is dirgha, we do not have it. Kridanam, deepanam, etc. You will not have the guna. Laghu igupadhanam gunaha, igantanam gunaha. Okay, so this is just mrijehe vriddhihi. Mrij dhatu is special. Sarvatra mrij dhatohu vriddhihi bhavati. That is why we have marjanam. Mrij becomes marj, so we have marjanam. Okay, so this is through the Vyakarana part of it. So if you know the concepts of guna and upadha, so you just have to remember lyut is guna. There is no other karya with lyut. Okay. So that is why the forms are fairly standard and easy. Okay. So I can understand there are several questions. We'll come to it. Just now, the last thing, I'll finish this off. So atra ekah shlokah asti, ekam shlokam adhitya adyatana vargam samapayamaha. Prasiddhaha shlokaha navavidha bhaktihi ityuchyate. So bhakti or devotion is of 9 kinds. Shravanam, kirtanam, vishnoho, smaranam, padasevanam, archanam, vandanam, dasyam, sakhyam, atmanivedanam. Iti shlokaha. So these are the 9 kinds of bhakti. Shravanam is hearing. So we'll see Shru, Shravanam. So this is Ukaranta. So somebody asked, how do you get Shravana? Shru becomes Shravana, like Plu becomes Plavana. Shru is the dhatu, so it becomes Shravanam. Okay. Repha asti नकारः अस्ति मध्ये वकारः अतः णत्वं भवति श्रवणम् इस् लिसनिंग सो लिसनिंग टू द डीड्स ऑफ विष्णु विष्णोः चरितस्य श्रवणम् कीर्तनम् सो कीर्त इति धातुः कीर्तनम् इति भवति सो चांटिंग द नेम्स ऑफ विष्णु स्मृ स्मरणम् ऋकारान्तः सो यू हैव अर् स्मरणम् रिमेम्बरिंग विष्णु से पाद सेवनम शिव इति धातुः सेवनम सो सेवनम सर्विंग द फीट ऑफ द लॉर्ड अर्चनम अर्चनम इज वर्शिपिंग वंदनम is bowing down saluting the lord dasyam dasyam is the feeling of complete surrender to the lord so this is not lute. This is a kridanta, we will see later. So sakhyam, or this is even not kridanta. Dasasya bhavaha dasyam. So it is tadhitanta. Sakhyuhu bhavaha sakhyam. So both these are tadhitanta. Sakhyam is friendship, having a feeling of friendship towards the Lord. Atma nivedanam. Ni vid. So vid becomes vedanam. So nivedanam, offering oneself to the Lord completely. Surrendering to him completely. Atma nivedanam. So you can see these are all lute. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Atma nivedanam. So in this shloka also we see all forms of lute. Okay. So adya kim adhitam iti sankshepena pashyamaha. A quick review of what we learnt today. Lute pratyayah kriyam bodhayati इति दृष्टवन्तः तत्र अन अथवा अण इति भवति ल्युट् प्रत्यये कुत्र णत्वं भवति यत्र रेफः षकारः ऋकारो वा नकारात् पूर्वं so if रेफः षकार or ऋकार is before the nakara we have णत्वा karanam peshanam so between these and nakara if the intervening consonants are one of these they belong to kavarga, pavarga or hayavara, then also we have natva. Ranghanam. So between ra and na, we have nga and gha, which is kavarga. Kshepanam. Between sha and na, we have pa, which is pavarga. Brumhanam. So r, na, between we have hakara. Okay. So if the intervening letters belong to this, then also we have natva. If there is any other consonant in between, there is no natva. Okay. Root pratyayanam rupasya sadhanam. Sadhanam is again lut. It is deriving the forms of lut. So prayena kim kriyate dhatu plus anam. Patha anam, pathanam. Creed anam, creedanam ityadi. Yadi ikarantaha athava ikarantaha, then you have ay anam, ayanam. So chi chayanam, ni nayanam, kri krayanam, shi shayanam. So ukarantaha athava ukarantaschet, you have av anam. So there is an a missing here. Av anam. So bhu bhavanam, shru shravanam, plu plavanam, hu havanam. So if there is hrasva ikaraha upantyaha. So before the last letter if we have the short e, it becomes a. Likh lekhanam, kship kshepanam, sich sechanam, bhid bhedanam. एवमेव उकारः अस्ति चेत् ओकारः भवति. रुद् रोदनं, बुध बोधनं, घुष घोषणं, भुज भोजनं. So ऋकारः अस्ति चेत् अन्त्ये वा उपान्त्ये वा अर् इति भवति. कृ कर् करणं, मृ मरणं, वृद्ध वर्धनम, कृत कर्तनम. So instead of r you have to replace it with ar. Okay. Anena lyudantanam rupanam siddhihi bhavati. Okay. So this is all we have for this class. Now if you have any questions you can ask. Okay. So those who have questions please raise your hands. I love you. So before that I'll just see there were a few questions which I didn't take in between. So we have already exceeded the time of class. So those who want to leave can leave, no issues. if you do not want to be bogged off by some of the out of scope questions also, then it's your choice. Okay, so it's yes. Okay. So there was one question in the beginning which I already said I'll take last. So there was a question called ditha or davitha. If it is not arthavat, how can it be a pratipadikam? So it is not that it is not arthavat, it is arthavat. There is no prakriti pratyaya vibhaga. That is all I meant. It is not derived due to a meaning. Ditha means that person, whoever is called that person, he himself is the meaning for that name. So there is a meaning, only you cannot derive it from the word itself. So that is all I meant. So it is still a pratipadika. Okay. So okay, so now we will take the questions. So please ask your questions. If you have any others, I mean, if I miss any question, you can remind me. Balakrishnan Mohodaya, Prashna Asti va?
Prashna nasti.
Nasti. Okay. Panchanadam.
Swaminathan.
Ha, vadatu.
Natvam, Gananam, Gan, what so is
that? Natvam?
Yeah, Gananam, after Ga comes to Na, there's no repa before it.
It's an original nakara. So there was another question, is nakara always derived from na? Not always. There can be original nakara in the this itself. Gana, the dhatu itself has a nakara. Okay. So that is not derived from natva. So there can be original nakaras, especially in dhatus. So if it is there, you will hear the nakara even without the nimitta, as in refa, shakara or not. It's only when we are converting nakara to nakara that we need to have the refa, shakara or rakara.
Thank you.
So the gana dhatu itself has a nakara, so you don't need to convert it. So even without the repa, it is there. So there are a few such things. Okay. Yes. Shobha Nadi.
Prayanam, ayanam, tatapi lyut.
Prayanam is lyut. Yes. Yanam. So yati, yanam. Yanam is going. So prayanam is with this. That is also lyut. Yes. So like da, danam. You have ya, yanam. Okay. Venkataramanaya.
Over there, the earlier in one slide you have given the word Brahmanam.
Yes.
What is the meaning of the word? Adasya Artham kim?
Which word? Sorry.
Drumhanam.
Drumhanam is to grow. Driha vruddhau. Drihi vruddhau. So it means to grow.
Dhanyavad.
Raj Mohoday.
Shri Guru Bhyo. I had a question. Garj, because of ar, it became Garjanam. So I'm wondering, Vijrumbhanam, Jru, how does that happen?
What happens? Sorry.
Vijrumbhanam. So how did that? By the ar did not come. It remained Jru.
It is not the last but one letter. If you remember, the dhatu is, I mean, if Jrumbh. So there is bh, before that there is m, and before that there is r. So it is not the penultimate letter. In grij, I mean not in grij, that is the dhatu is garj, but you see whichever vrit. So it is t, before it you have r. So what we technically call the upadha. Upadha is the place before the last. So if that is r, then we have the ar. But in jrumbh, there is r, and after that there are two letters, m and bh. So we will not have ar.
Thank you.
Yeah. Raghuram Mohoday. प्रश्नः अस्ति वा रघुराम शेषाद्रि महोदय?
Namaste. So, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Gayanam tadeva uktavan. So, Gayanam iti vyutpattihi kaha?
Gayanam ityatra anyah pratyayah asti. I think it is a nyut pratyaya. There is a specific another pratyaya. So, it is used in the sense of Gayanaha. It is not used in the sense of singing. It is used in the sense of singer. Okay, so there is a difference. For the lyut is ganam. There is a difference, even though we use it this one. So
interchangeably, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but Gayana is actually he who singer. A professional singer is called Gayanaha. So Gayana is not used for action in this. That is Ganam only.
In Kannada, so my mother tongue is Kannada, so they use Gayaka, Gayika, right? Gayaki. So, so
Gayaka is
there
in
any
Sanskrita. Yeah, Gayaka is a different pratyaya. But in Kannada, yes, we do use Gayana as for singing, but it is actually Gana in Sanskrita, according to the Sanskrita Vyakarana.
So we are going to cover that pratyaya as part of this class, right?
The Gayana, no, because it's a specific pratyaya. We are covering only the general pratyayas in this. Okay. I mean, it is not possible to cover all the 140, so we will be taking only the general pratyayas. So Gayanaha is a special pratyaya. So if you just look up any dictionary for Gayana, you will get this one. So it is Gai and Nyut is a rule which gives a other pratyaya called Nyut. Okay, so
Nyut. Okay, I will make a note.
Nyut. Na. The first letter is Na. Nyut is the pratyaya.
Dhanyavadaha. Avagatam.
Yeah. Kumar Shankar.
What I don't understand is this. Why do we call it lyut when we are adding an or an?
See, the original dhatu will always have some this. So the lyut is the original pratyaya. There is a lakara there and a takara there, which has its own purposes of either modifying a swara or giving something. And why we get that ana is because the u, wherever there is u, it is replaced by a sutra called yuvor anakau. So the u is replaced by ana. So ana is an adesha.
Okay, what is u?
U in the part of the lyut, it is replaced by ana. Okay. So in Paninian Prakriya, you don't directly get the final forms. So there is even in the suffixes, there is a original suffix which is replaced by some things. Okay. So there is always a purpose on why the original suffix is given in a different way. It is generally a generic form. So there are several suffixes which get this u. So in all of them, he is replacing it by ana later. U is replaced by ana.
Okay, what is u?
U is the part of lyut. So in lyut, so the actual pratyaya is lyut. There the two letters are taken off. The l and the t are taken off as it. Okay, so it is another technical term of Panini. The it samya has several uses. So as we will see in some of the later pratyayas, sometimes it prevents guna, or sometimes it brings in vriddhi, sometimes it changes the swara. So there are several wide-ranging purposes for which they are marker letters. It letters are marker letters. So all pratyayas come, most of the pratyayas come with these marker letters. So once you take away the marker letters, you have u in lyut. So the u is replaced later by ana. So there are other pratyayas also. So why? So it is as I said, Panini's thing is to make it generic. There are other pratyayas also, like we were talking just now about nyut. Okay, that also takes the ana. Okay, and there are many other pratyayas like lyu itself, which also takes ana. So he brings together all of them. He wants to hear the ana, but the original is different because of different purposes. Either the meaning is different, or as we were just discussing about gana and gayanaha, even though you have the ana in both cases, the meaning is totally different because the original is different. If he just says ana everywhere, he cannot differentiate where does it mean the kriya and where does it mean the karta. So the original is different. So to show that there is a difference, even though you are hearing ana, there is a difference in meaning between ganam and gayana, gana and gayana. Okay.
Okay.
So that
last
is the
question. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
In chi becomes chayanam, right?
Yeah.
So we have added the dana. So can I say that the chi represents the u in the lute? Is that what is meant?
No. See, ana is the pratyaya. Everywhere you have the ana. It is how we are changing the dhatu. The chi is the dhatu. So chi becomes che and it becomes chayu. So chayu, anam, chayanam. So ana is the lute, whereas the chayu is from the dhatu.
Oh, ana is the lute. Okay.
Yeah. Everywhere ana, what you hear, represents lute. Everywhere. So it is the dhatu which sometimes changes. So chi becomes chayu, bhu becomes bhav, likh becomes lekh. So we are changing the dhatu part. The pratyaya is always ana.
So pratyaya is the u.
Yeah, u or lute. Lute is the original pratyaya. Yes.
Yeah, with the markers.
Markers, it is lute. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Satish Kothari.
Yeah. भवती उक्तवती यत् ल्युट् प्रत्ययान्त पदानि सर्वाणि नपुंसकलिङ्गपदानि भवन्ति इति परन्तु अहं स्मरामि त्रीणि पदानि न्यूनातिन्यूनं योजना गर्जना घोषणा.
There is a, yes, we will come to that later. This lute, when we are talking about this Bhavarthaka lute, it is this. So there are several of those where you have the Stri Pratyaya. There you are adding a different Pratyaya also. So, okay. So in general, these forms are Napumsakalingas. See, lute itself is in several different meanings. Okay. And lingas are also different. So there is a Stri Adhikara in which again we have this. So this form, this particular thing which we are dealing with are Napumsakalingas.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next. Venkataraman Iyer.
No,
प्रश्नः अस्ति वा?
नास्ति महोदय.
ओके. शारदा विश्वनाथन.
भगिनी ऐकारान्त गै तदपि गानम् इति ऐकारान्त आकारद्वयमपि समानं भवति वा?
आमां सत्यम्. ऐकारान्तं यद् अस्ति तत् आकारान्तं भवति, ततः गानं. यथा दानं तथा गानम्. एवं ध्यानं सर्वत्र तथैव.
आकारान्तं भवति.
आम् सत्यं.
द्वयोरपि समानं.
आम्, रूपं समानं भवति.
अस्तु.
हरि ओम्.
मलकोण्डय महोदय वदतु.
95% of Subantas are derived from dhatus. How we will get the remaining 5% of Subantas?
That is what. There are some which are underivable, as we were discussing, the ditha, davitha, etc. So there are some for which there is no derivation. We call them as the underived pratipadikas. Pratipadikas. Underived pratipadikas.
So there is no declensions for that.
Yes. No, I mean, you cannot derive it further. Say ditha, you cannot split it further and derive it from a dhatu. That is what.
So So that only 5% remaining.
It may not be 5%. I just wanted, so it's a minority, a very, very rare case. Yeah. Shama Kulkarni. प्रश्नः अस्ति वा? न श्रूयते. I can't hear you. Maybe you can type in your question. Maithili Narayan.
Thank you. For applying the Natvam rule, can you hear me? If the intermediate conjunct consonant Vyanjanam, if the intervening Vyanjanam is joint aksharam, if even half is, if there is a, now say a Grinjanam.
So there are two intervening consonants. One is nya and one is ja.
Now, is it necessary that both should belong to the Kavarga, Pavarga?
Yes.
Or?
Yes. Even if there is one intervening consonant which does not belong to those, that list, then Natva is not possible. So any
one or even half?
It is one. I mean, there is no half consonant. I mean,
okay.
Grinjanam is two consonants. So joint letter is actually two consonants. So even if there is a single letter in between which does not belong to that set, there is no Natva.
Okay. And when we say Gunaha in the Panini Sutra, it is the same Gunaha as in the Sandhi, Guna Sandhi. Same.
Yes. Guna always means Adeng Gunaha. A, and O are called Guna in Panini grammar.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Surya Narayana Mohoday, you have to unmute yourself.
सर्वाणि धातूनि
सर्वे धातवः
धातवः प्रकृति एव.
Yes, I mean dhatu is the most original thing. You cannot split a dhatu further. I mean the original dhatus. So yeah.
So pratipadikam कदाचित् निष्पन्नं धातवे निष्पन्नं
Pratipadikam dhatoho nishpannam bhavati. So Pratipadika is derived from dhatu. In all kridantas, we are converting the dhatu into Pratipadika. Yes. Dhatoho Pratipadikam nishpannam bhavati.
Nishpannam. So praye धातुः पर्यायपदं वा प्रकृतिस्य?
No, न पर्यायपदं. धातुः प्रकृतिः, प्रातिपदिकम् अपि प्रकृतिः. प्रातिपदिका is the prakriti for subanta. तिङन्तस्य धातुः प्रकृतिः इत्येव. That is not a paryaya. Prakriti is of two kinds. I mean, not only of two, it could be others also. Generally, I mean, the main prakritis are either dhatu or pratipadika.
Another thing, can you please point out the sutra number that is relevant to this nakar, natva and natva?
And the sutras, they start with 841 Rashabhyam Nona Samana Pade and following. So there are several sutras for natva. It is not one or two. So the two major sutras are Rashabhyam Nona Samana Pade and Atkup Vangnam Vyavayepi, which is 841 and 842. Anyani Sutrani Santi.
Lyutya Duktam Tadantare Maheshwara Sutrani Akshara. The way you codified it, Lyut, has got anything to do with the Maheshwara Sutra? Because Haya Varata Lana. So like
Lyut
that
does not have. No. Lyut does not have anything to do with the Maheshwara Sutras itself.
ल्यूट्
It is just a
as you
pratyaya which
explained
is
to me,
given that way. Yeah.
you yaduktam you said something. You is a nishpanna an.
Yes, I mean that's what you'll maybe you'll understand it. You have lut, from lut you get ana, so there is it samya and there is, so it comes in. I mean in this course we are not going into detail about that, so don't worry about that for now. So there is
Because the arbitrariness,
there is no,
because arbitrariness around this, maybe if you can
there is
explain
no
from that.
arbitrariness at all. So the thing is, you'll have to go deeper into grammar if you want to know the final things. And this course, unfortunately, is not at that depth. Maybe when we do something in the Siddhanta Kaumudi or the Ashtadhyayi, when we go into Kridantas, we should obviously go into deep about this, but not possible in this course. Yeah. Because I mean, for that I'll have to do everything about the Paninian grammar. We'll have to start from the beginning in the Ashtadhyayi. So which is not possible here. That's it.
Dhanyavada.
Yeah. Venkateshwaran Mahodaya, Prashnah अस्ति? Okay. You muted yourself. I think you have to unmute yourself.
If you see in the last class, in the diagram, you had shown if you add Krit Pratyaya to Dhatu, you get Pratipadikam.
Yes.
Subantam, you get Pratipadikam, and you indicated Samasaha.
Right.
But Samasaha itself is a Pratipadikam, it is a compound word. And it is not an action, isn't it?
I never said it's action. It is that you are getting it from Subantas. So from Subantas, you are getting back to Subantas. You join two Subantas, you get back a Pratipadika, and that goes back to being a Subanta. There is no question of action.
Thank you.
Yeah. So some questions which I had missed in between. There is a question, Yatra yatra nakaraha drishyate tatra sarvatra natvena va iti vaktum shakyate va? नास्ति प्रकृत्या नकारः भवति यथा दृष्टं गण इत्यादिषु धातुषु प्रकृत्या णत्वं भवति. Okay, any other questions which I have left, or else we'll stop today. We have overshot our thing by half an hour, so okay. धन्यवादाः. अग्रिमवर्गे मिलामः. गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोर्मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो.